You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Welcome to Red Devil Newsbeat, your roundup of the day's top stories you need to know. I'm Brandon Sewell. With me is Maria Strickland, the Mid-South beat anchor. Sports beat anchor Colin Ewing will join us later in the show. But first, here's the news from around the world. Police arrest 2 teenagers in connection with the mass shooting at a Sweet 16 party in Dadeville, Alabama. The suspects were arrested last night, 3 days after 4 people were killed and 32 others injured at the celebration. Among those killed was the birthday girl's older brother, who was a college-bound athlete. The teens are charged as adults and face 4 murder counts. More could be on the way. A motive has not been released. Twitter has removed a portion of its hateful conduct policy that protected transgender individuals. Originally, the policy prohibited targeting others with slurs that intended to degrade or reinforce harmful stereotypes about a protected category. This included targeted misgendering or dead naming of trans individuals. According to archived versions of the page, that second part about transgender individuals was removed earlier this month. Twitter has not commented on the change. Flying the friendly skies is going to get more expensive. Airline industry leaders warn travelers the ongoing pilot shortage will worsen in the years to come. Within 15 years, nearly half of pilots will retire. This decline in pilots will drive airfare up, increasing by a whopping 17%. Retirement rates among pilots, along with costly training for new recruits, is the cause of the decline. The Regional Airline Association is calling on Congress to raise the mandatory retirement age from 65 to 67.
Good evening. A curfew for teens will be enforced downtown. That's according to Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland. The announcements come after the police department paused a new juvenile crime abatement program. Strickland says teens found downtown without an adult will be taken to a city-owned facility, call their parents, and cite them to juvenile court. He says teens should not be downtown without an adult, but some city stakeholders don't agree. There will be more details about the plan in May. The Tennessee Three takes their stance to the White House. 3 Tennessee lawmakers who participated in protests over last month's school shooting in Nashville are set to meet with President Biden on Monday. The president spoke with the lawmakers to thank them for speaking out to protect their communities. Meanwhile, election dates have been set to fill the Tennessee House seats for Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. Both elections will be August 3rd. Another candidate for the Memphis Shelby County Schools superintendent position has dropped out. Keith Miles Jr. is the current superintendent of Bridgeton Public Schools in New Jersey. He was added to the finalist list after Brenda Casellis withdrew her name early yesterday. However, Miles says he will be taking a superintendent position in Pennsylvania. 3 finalists still remain in the run for MSCS: Tony Williams, Angela Whitelaw, both from the district, and Carlton Jenkins. GHS seniors, like Brandon here, graduate 1 month from today, but many are still trying to figure out the next step after school.
So, the SGA swooped in and housed the 2nd annual job fair for the graduating class of 2023. Reporter Colin Ewing, along with videographers Nicholas Hughes, Michael Johnson, and Jonathan Wall, take us inside the fair.
What's being offered at this career fair? We have sales, we have doctors, lawyers, we have the judge, we have the sheriff department, we have the police department, we have the fire department, we have the city of Memphis, we have light, gas, and water. We have a whole lot of vendors that the students are able to enjoy and engage in and learn about all the professions that are out there.
It's important because not many seniors know what career they're interested in to be when they grow up, so we get a lot of opportunities to understand.
Congratulations! We're offering the students today an opportunity just to learn about this industry, and as they're pursuing the next level of their secondary education, to consider TK Elevator, looking at all of the different roles that they have globally.
Coming here and seeing all the departments and seeing who I can work with and people who would be willing to give me jobs or opportunities either during or after college has been extremely beneficial.
The purpose of education is for us to teach skills, knowledge, content, but to prepare them for the workforce. Once they leave high school, they need to be prepared to leave high school going into the workforce. Even if they choose college, they need to know their career path. So to engage them and allow them to see all the professions that are out there is enabling them to be able to have a better future. This is important. This is huge. At the end of the day, at the end of education, they need this the career fair so that they can move forward in their lives.
Good evening, GHS. Tonight, the Grizzlies are back home against the Lakers for Game 2. Ja Morant has been cleared to play after Sunday's nasty fall, but hopefully his injured hand won't cause him too much trouble. With Draymond Green being suspended for 1 game for yesterday's stomping incident, I'm expecting Dillon Brooks will be looking happier than usual. Hopefully that positive energy translates into the game versus LeBron and the Lakers at 6:30. A top 10 NFL running back appeared in an Ohio court today. Cincinnati Bengals running back Joe Mixon pleaded not guilty to a charge of aggravated menacing. It stems from an incident in January. Mixon allegedly pointed a gun at someone. The Bengals said in a statement earlier this month that the club knows about the misdemeanor against Mixon and is monitoring the situation. Mixon also posted a $10,000 bond. He's due back in court May 3rd. Firefighters went above the call of duty when the college baseball team bus burst into flames. This happened in Maryland as the team traveled to Boston. A blown-out tire sparked the blaze. Luckily, all 37 people on board got out safely as crews worked to extinguish the blaze. But another bus was hours away, so the White Marsh Fire Department opened their doors. They provided food, clothes, and hospitality. The two groups played baseball, basketball, and video games together until the second bus came. That's all the news I have for y'all. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Colin. Let's take a look at the weather in the coming days. Tonight is warmer than the last few nights, with a low of 61 and a mainly clear sky. Tomorrow is hot and windy with a high of 83 degrees. That's it for our final Red Devil Newsbeat.
We want to thank you for watching all week. Have a good evening.